Get ready for America's #1 funny man. What? Hey. Make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, from LA to New York, Chicago to Mississippi, let's give it up for America's #1 funny man, Rodney.
Watched Raw a couple of weeks ago. It just didn't hit.
What's up, party people? It's your boy Rodney Perry. You're tuned in to Rodney Perry Live, and we are indeed live. Welcome to the show. We do this every single day, and man, I'm excited about today. First of all, improv class went incredible last night. Shouts out to the new students that came through, and some of my, I really don't let people come back and take the class more than once. But with this group, I allowed some of the older students to come back since we pivoted into the live space. And man, it's interesting to have people want to reconnect that way. And so it was absolutely fun class last night. It's going to be a great class. We will be doing the show. The improv show will go down. Where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. March 13th. March 13th, we will be doing a live show, and you can be a part of it if you live here in Atlanta, Georgia. I believe it's going to be at Cat's Cafe. I'm trying to get in touch with Miss Cat today and see if I can book that, and it'll be a Wednesday night as well. So with that, shouts out to our listeners that are always supporting the show. Victor Marshall is in the building. What's up, Granny Wilders? Granny Jacinta, how are you? Lee White, what's up? Lee, of course you can. Lee, hit me up. We'll take care of you. I'm allowing, this is the last week to be a part of this group. So hit me up if you want to. You know the number. Hit me up, shoot me a text or whatever. Also, Gail Misunderstood, CJ's Way. Good morning. Welcome. Man, a great people to rock with me today. First of all, we're going to be talking comedy. So it's always a pleasure to talk comedy. My friend who gets questioned more than anybody on this show. Why drama? Because drama is a fool. Drama. This is the thing about O'Reilly Perry. I like people that make me laugh. I ain't even worried about y'all. They make me laugh. I'm the barometer. If you can make Rodney Perry laugh, nigga, your ass can rock with me all day, every day. And she's a fellow Virgo, and she tickles me all to be damned. Welcome to the show, Miss Drama. What act Drama in the building? What's up, Drama?
Good morning.
Drama, now you're a part of the virtual show. Virtual part of the course. Did it help you at all? What's your thoughts?
So a lot of the games you played, of course, already being an actor, I'm very familiar with a lot of the games. But it was fun. But it was fun to hear some of their interpretations of some of the activities you did. So that was fun.
Had you ever did the thing I did when I asked them to be somebody that they
No, that was really cool.
It's ultimately it's a way to look at yourself through somebody else's eyes. And so that's one of my favorite techniques to kind of employ. And I had an interview today. Okay, perfect. Cedric Wilson is in the building, Trina Pinkert, Lee White. Let's go. Can I join your live? I want to apologize to Drama. Who is Lee White?
I don't know no Lee White.
Lee White said you want to apologize to Drama. Hold on, Lee.
Apologize to me.
Hold on, Lee. Let's figure it out. But before we do that, so Drama is one of the people that I became aware of over the pandemic, and so is this lady I'm about to bring up. This pandemic was tough on a lot of us, right? And then there were the people that flourished during the pandemic and became very dope and awesome. and she's one of those people. Welcome to the show, Miss Gina. Gina sings.
Hi, brother.
How are you?
Hey, Drama, how are you?
Right now, I'm gonna bow out today, but thank you.
Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. Y'all not beefing? Are y'all?
She's beefing with me, but you know, I just
Oh,
saw.
no,
I
didn't know that. I did not know that. I wouldn't have put y'all. I wouldn't have put y'all on like that. I didn't know that. I had no idea.
Well, when you asked me, you know, to come up, I'm okay with it. I had no problem with her at all.
Right. Well, maybe we can help me in that thing, whatever that is.
I'm willing.
All right. But how are you?
I am grateful. My mother's here. I just picked up my mother last night to bring her over my house, and she's forgetting certain things, and it's affecting me. You know.
Right. Well, we're dealing with a similar thing with my mother-in-law. And
Really?
It's a lot. It's a lot. I know.
Yes,
I know what that is.
Yes.
So it looks like you had a similar thing. So Gospel Heifers had to explain to me about how their kids are dealing with they have special needs children.
Right.
And so she said that you said something about her kid. That's what I got through the text just now.
Wait. It's okay. Let me tell you what happened.
Okay.
And I hope she's listening. Drama was a young woman that I met through, I think, Delay. I'm not sure. She would come to the live.
I'm sure.
Yes. And I really like the young woman because my goal is, I believe, to help people. That's why I'm on social media at all. And so at 59 years old, I started going on social media because God told me to. And I'm not talking about religion. I'm not talking about nothing in the bushes. The Spirit told me, listen, tell your story and sing. And I know so many people in the industry. I said, I don't want to do this stuff. And God said, you got to get on social media. I didn't want to do it. I talked and prayed about it. And I got on 3 years ago. And I began to meet people. And I know a lot of comedians personally. I socially hang out with people because I love comedians. The smartest people.
I know you have a connection to Dave Chappelle as well.
A whole lot of comedians. And I really enjoy the mind of a comedian. And I've had, because most of them that I like are men. I have a thing for Black men, so it works well together. But when I see young women who are doing something, I try to uplift. So when I met Drama, I would have her come. She came to the live. I would camera up, ask her questions, have discussions with her. And I went to Houston, and she took me and another woman to the show. I hung out with Delay, blah, blah, blah. Then we came back, and we were on the live, and it was a Saturday because I had the live. And and we were talking. She would come. I mean, we had no problem before, nothing. And her son came to the.
What you say, Gina?
Huh?
What you say?
Her son came in the room, and we were talking. I'm smoking. Can I smoke now? I can't smoke.
Smokes. I mean, I don't give a damn.
Oh, okay. I said, "Oh, who's that big-headed little boy?" And she said, "Oh, this is my son." Wait, she said, "Oh, this is my son." She didn't say nothing negative, nothing at all. Nothing. Everything was fine when we hung up the phone. Later on, she called me and she said, "Yo, why are you talking about my son?" I said, "Drama, you know I wasn't trying to hurt you. I wouldn't try to hurt her. Why? For what reason? I was fucking with her."
You know her son is special needs though, right?
I did not know that. I had no idea.
And let me say this. I mean, a similar thing happened to me with the Gospel Heifers, and what I did is I made it my business to educate myself on what that was, because I grew up in the era where you call people the R word, you call people whatever, but I have since learned that stuff is really hurtful to the parents and the kids, and the kid happened to hear you.
I did not know. Trust me, Rodney, I'm not an evil, mean person. Drama and I had no problem. I had no hidden agenda. All I did was bring her up just to talk to her. I didn't know. And then at my age, I I'm wise enough to know if he was special needs, there's no way I would. Come on, son. I'm not like that. But
so would you like to apologize?
Of course I would. Of course I would.
I think there's always room for us to kind of figure things out, and you know, Drama is like, she's like my little sister. She's my heart, and
I'm willing.
I completely blindsided her. I didn't know though. I didn't know. I had no idea.
Can I get some tea? Hold on, some water.
Get some tea. Hey, yeah, my name is Rodney Perry. You tuned in to Rodney Perry Live. We just walked down and we stepped on the damn live wire of M80. And that was not our intention. Drama says thanks.
I'm willing. I am willing. I have no problem with apologizing.
We don't want to create a space where there's arguments and things of that nature, or you knew what you were saying, this and that. But the reality is that we make mistakes.
I wasn't trying to hurt her. I was not.
Yeah. I mean, again, like I said at the top, when I was introducing you, you know, I became aware of you through social media during the pandemic, and you always seemed like a kind person that was very transparent, that was willing to share your journey. You know, and I thought that was
I'm
good.
also a retired social worker. I have helped in quality assurance. I have helped that population, the MRDD population. I was part of that. So there's no way I would be insensitive. And I fucked with Drama. Up until that day, we were fine. And then later on, but I didn't know. I would never do that to you, Drama. Never. I am willing to humbly say I apologize. I don't want to hurt you at all. That is not my goal. Why would I hurt Drama? She's amazing. Why would I do that to her? She's beautiful. She's grinding. She's a mother. She's doing comedy and she's doing a regular job. She gets up and get ready every day. That's why I used to camera up.
She said she's leaving out where she went live and doubled down on what she said, and her fans attacked me for being upset.
Well, honey, I don't know what double down means. I didn't know because she never told me you were special. I didn't know that. So I'm gonna say again, I have no control of I don't have fans. I have people that fuck with me, but I don't believe in that fan stuff. But I have no responsibility with them. But Drama, I humbly apologize. I would not ever try to hurt you. And since I did hurt you, not if, I did hurt you and your son, please forgive me.
Yeah. I mean, and that's kind of all we can do. And that's kind of all we can do. Again, when I teased Gospel Heifer's son, it was not my intent. So I understand where you're coming from. It was not my intent, but it was wrong. It was wrong, and I had to apologize.
I was wrong. Totally wrong. Never should have said it. And because sometimes I talk so much, I might say some fucked up shit. So please forgive me. I was listening to Corey yesterday saying he talks a lot. He might say some fucked up shit. So that's what happened. So I'm becoming more aware. I'll be more cognizant. This is a lesson for me to be more aware of the person and what I say. So please, Drama, sincerely, forgive me. Please forgive me.
And Drama, if you feel comfortable, you're welcome always to come back on. I mean, you know, you're family and a friend, and of course we're not trying to have it out or whatever.
No.
Okay.
I just saw in Houston. You know, I just saw in Houston. There's so many places I'm gonna be that I probably will see her. So I don't want no negatives because so many things are happening with my career. I know I'm gonna see her, so I don't want no bad blood. I don't do that. I'm 60. I'll be 64 this year. 64.
I'll get out of here. And let's talk about your career though, because you know Gina sings, and you've been going around doing comedy and singing. I saw you with my man out in LA with Jay.
You know everybody I know, Rodney. You know everybody I know. Everybody knows Rodney. Everybody knows who you are.
Yeah.
Everybody knows who you are.
But man, I really love the fact that you're spreading your wings. Like, was it a big leap for you to do that?
Yes. God told me to sing when I was 18. And I didn't, because I was saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost, speaking in tongues, and had no real relationship with God. And I got married to a preacher, and we were going to evangelize the world. And when he decided to do something different, I lost my mind. I didn't go to God. I went right to crack. And for 2 years, 30 years ago, my mother's in the room. She tells the whole story. For 2 years, I tried to continue to slowly commit suicide. I'm educated. I was teaching at the time. And I was so hurt because not just my husband, but my dream had died. Me and him were going to evangelize the world together. We were going to have children. We were going to, damn, I haven't talked about this in a long time.
Now, is this after you went through your bout with drugs?
No, I didn't start drugs until after, I found him with this woman, and she got pregnant. Her name is Marissa. I was living in Freeport, Long Island, and he is a bishop of the church right now, Church of God in Christ. He's a bishop right now.
Wow.
Yes, and so we were married. We dated 5 years, fornicating the whole time. We thought we were saved. Right. And then when we got married, I was obsessed with him. I totally lost myself. I was so into him. I forgot my career. I just wanted to be his wife and teach and save the world. And when he got this girl pregnant, instead of going to God, I went to crack. I lost my mind. So for 2 years, I was in the streets.
So let me ask you this, because I've seen people be delivered from drugs and stuff, and different types of drugs throughout my life. What was your moment? Like, what was the moment when God stepped in and said, "I'm gonna remove this taste from your mouth"?
That's exactly what me and my mother always say. God took the taste. Mommy, I can't believe you just said that. That's what we always say. God took the taste out of my mouth. Mm-hmm. July 5th, 1992. I was laying in the grass in front of Our Lady Mercy Hospital. I had been in treatment for about 9 months, a place called Phoenix House. And okay. I was going to be discharged to be a counselor, but I had sex with a counselor and somebody else, and they kicked me out. I was using my body to get through treatment.
Indeed.
2 weeks after I got out, my mother gave me...
You giving up one addiction for another addiction.
Listen, I was so unhappy with myself because I didn't address nothing. And I still wanted to smoke crack, which I never talked about in treatment. I came out, my mother gave me $19, July 1992. And I said, you know what? I'm laying on this grass. I'd had a son. I got pregnant, and my son was born July 31st, 1990. And I didn't get him back until he was 2 years old. Wow. Because my mother and grandmother had him. Yes, my son is born as a result of prostitution. I don't know who his father is. I have no idea, which has been a hard thing for me to deal with.
Now, have you ever thought about going under hypnosis to remember his father?
How would I remember? I was a prostitute.
I mean, maybe it's somewhere in your subconscious somewhere.
First of all, I don't believe in hypnosis. I'm from Brooklyn. That's number one.
Okay.
And second of all, I'm gonna just give you a roundabout. So for 2 years, every day, I may have turned at least no less than 10 tricks a day.
Oh wow!
For 2 years, I had to get high. It was all about crack. I didn't want to feel nothing. And my mother's right here to tell you. She's a gentleman, a comedian that we used to watch on TV late at night on that show. Remember that? What's that show you was on?
Monique show. Oh,
this is my no. You had your own show. This is my mother.
Oh, who's got jokes? No, off the chain. Yeah, I met your mom before. Yeah,
we used to watch you late at night. After my brother died, which was devastating for us. Comedy helped save us, right, mommy? Yeah. So, July 1992, July 5th, I called her. I said, "Mommy, I'm tired." I was laying on the grass, and I had just turned the trick, and I was looking up in the sky, and my feet were tired. First of all, my feet were tired from walking, my nigga. And then I knew it was over. Yeah. I knew it. And I called her.
Me too.
Right.
I called her. I said, "Mommy, I'm ready." She said, "I don't know." And one of her friends, Carrie, is Carrie dead now?
Yeah.
Carrie and my brother who died, Courtney, he was in the room. Courtney was in the room. I had 2 brothers that just died not long ago. Her sons. Yeah. And
look what God has done, baby. A whole new world. My baby. Thank you, God. Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
Whew, God.
Turn it around. Woo. What God has done.
So after I called her, I came to her house, I slept for about 2-3 days, and my life hasn't been the same. I got clean July, and that October I got my son back.
That's right.
Yes.
Wow.
Right.
And so when I went on social media 3 years ago, because God told me to tell my story, I connected with some people. And so now what's happening is that I'm getting ready to do a one-woman show. I've been, for the past 2 years, I've been what I call going without knowing. I had to go to different states. I've been to 32 states in 2 years, and I've accumulated so-called fan base where they can come see me, you know. And I hate to use that word fans, but I call it a village, people that fuck with me, you know, people that believe what I'm saying. And because everybody doesn't like me, and I don't expect that because of the way I've lived, and partly because of Brooklyn, and maybe to my age. Sometimes my mouth is extremely harsh, but my heart is soft. And so I'm a person that shows it through actions and deeds. That's the kind of person I am. Right. However, as I get older, I'm becoming more sensitive to the universe, period. So this year is, I know where I'm going. So, and unfortunately, there are times when I feel like, damn, I'm getting old. You know, I'm traveling a lot. I go almost 2 or 3 places a month. And I don't have a sponsor yet either, right? But I'm on SSI still. I just got Section 8, right? So financially, that's exactly where I'm at. But God has a plan, and I had to go this route because I'm starting all over. I was a social worker for 38 years.
Wow.
And I should have been singing, Rodney.
Yes. But everything in perfect timing though too. Now
there you go.
As we navigate this life, everything comes in perfect timing. I mean, it would be easy for Rodney Perry to look at his career and go, I should be here. I was standing right there when Kevin Hart blew up. I was standing right there when Cat Williams blew up. But if I take their road, my life is completely different. Anything different, and everything is different. So you had to go through what you went through to be where you are now.
There you go.
Well, see, I thought that, Ronnie. I don't know. I believe that God made the adjustment, but I think if I had been obedient and sang at 18, because God told me to sing then, and because I thought I was going to hell.
No, I mean you're right. But if anything is different, everything is different.
Okay, I got you.
So if you
wait, say that again.
If anything is different, everything is different. Because I mean, you got a son now. You wouldn't have had a son.
Well, you know, I wanted 10 children. You know,
it ain't too late. You can still knock out 4 or 5.
My eggs are dead, nigga. I'm 63. I got dead eggs.
Your eggs, they might be a little scrambled, but they ain't dead.
They hard boiled, nigga. Hard boiled.
Hey, let's talk about comedy, man, because I know you're a comedy enthusiast.
Yes, I'm a fan. And
in my world, Eddie Murphy is the GOAT. Like, don't get me wrong. Well, Rplive first, then Eddie Murphy. Right. Eddie Murphy is the human being that made me want to be a comedian.
Okay.
So I want to pose the question to you and to the people that are listening and watching. What's the best Eddie Murphy, Delirious or Raw? Let's go. Let's check it out.
Delirious. Which comedy special was better, Delirious or Raw? If I had to pick one, I'm going with Delirious, man. The singer joke, the ice cream bit, the racism, I wish I was a slave, the cookout bit that was long, man, with the dad. Watched Raw a couple of weeks ago. It just didn't hit like Delirious did. Which comedy special was better?
Delirious or Raw? Delirious or Raw? What's your opinion? Or did you see them both?
I have them still. I still got DVDs.
Wow, how great is that? So, and you probably saw these in the movie theater.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to tell you, we smoked in the movie theater watching this. Rplive, we smoked in the theater watching every movie, right? Oh, me and my sister. Wow.
So yeah. Delirious or Raw? Which would be the what?
Delirious. Delirious.
Yeah, I say Delirious too. You know, I remember those moments, and there was nobody better. And the first time you become aware of a comedian is the best time, in my opinion. Like when you become aware of a comedian, that day is the best they'll ever be.
You think so?
The memory.
I believe so.
Okay. You know, people just say that first hit of crack, you'll never get high again. And that's a lie.
Well, it ain't that you ever get high again. It's that you're always searching for that same high.
I don't know about that because cocaine's a hell of a drug. That's all I'm saying. And I haven't done it in 30, is it 31 years? But the way it makes you not feel, that's why people do it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, Ronnie Ray is my boy, Victor. That's why I saw the video. I wanted to play it. Michelle C is joining us. Michelle, welcome to the show.
What's going on?
Always
Hello.
a pleasure. We're on with Gina Sings in the building, and of course your great Rodney Perry. And we'll have Drama back tomorrow, man. She stepped out, and I'm not mad at her for it. But let's move on. Who is your GOAT? Who is your GOAT? Who is the current greatest of all time comedian? Who is your GOAT? Everybody chime in the chat. Who's your GOAT? Michelle C, who's your GOAT right now?
Nate. Right now it's Nate Jackson.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, that's dope. You know, Nate is one of my proteges. We go back 20 years. And why Nate Jackson? Tell me.
I was able to do a weekend with him, and I saw him work and master at the craft. Like, I was amazed. He's something special. If people don't know, I know he's been in the game for a long time, but if you haven't seen him, you need to see him.
But you know, Nate has always been the guy that we get to see now. Like it's really interesting to me that we have to arrive for the world to know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, once you arrive, that's when the world begins to know. Michelle C says Nate Jackson. That's a great one. Wow. T Link is in the building. T Link says Ali Sadiq is his GOAT, his new GOAT. Wow. Ali Sadiq came on the show yesterday for a few minutes. Gina, who's the GOAT in your book right now?
Is this living or dead?
Let's say out of the people that's living.
Oh, Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle.
You know, recently Corey Holcomb had the whole thing where he said sometimes Chappelle isn't funny, but I'm like, look, this is the thing. Chappelle is not afraid to fail while he's working, while he's figuring out what's next. Like all the bits that Chappelle is, you see him work out in the clubs, he eventually ends up in specials.
Mm-hmm.
But he's always working. He's always cultivating new material, which I think is amazing for him. Wait a minute. Granny Wild said Godfrey is a GOAT.
Yep.
Hey,
good.
What a great guy too. Godfrey is another Chicagoan too. I really like Dave Chappelle, and I was reminded recently that I spent some time with Chappelle in Detroit. We were at what's the name of that place? God dang it, it slips my mind. But we hung out, watched live music, and talked and drank for like 5 hours one night. And I was like, wow, I totally forgot about it. And a friend of mine reminded me because I was like, why don't I have a relationship with Dave Chappelle? You know, because we're both Virgos. I think we would probably get along. But
his wife's Virgo. Marshall Brandon's a Virgo. He's surrounded.
Marshall Brandon is a Virgo, and Marshall Brandon deserves some. Like, I'm glad Chappelle picked Marshall Brandon because Marshall Brandon has had a tough road. You know, Marshall Brandon lost a daughter.
He lost his mother last year.
He lost his mom recently, but he lost a child in the last 10 years.
That's right. In the bed, it was horrible. It was terrible. Yeah,
it was very tough, man. And so to see him come on the other side of that and still be able to make people laugh is a blessing. Somebody says Yamanika. Yamanika is one of the GOATs.
When you said that Ray's not afraid to fail, even see, comedy to me is subjective because I don't. What fail to me is not getting on stage. That's fail. If you don't get on stage, that's bombing to me.
Indeed, indeed.
I think if you get on stage, you have won. Yeah. Because if you're competing with you getting on stage or not. That's the fear. Get on stage or not. If you get on stage, shit, if nobody laughs,
you can figure it out. You can figure it out. Yeah, if you get on stage, you can figure it out.
You won. You won. So to me, right. I have never seen Dave Chappelle bomb because I listen to what he's saying and what he's not saying. I watch his body language, his storytelling, who he is as a person, and then you couple that with what he's saying. He says a whole lot, almost in code sometimes. Do you remember when he said years ago, "This is the age of spin"?
Yes.
And you see what's happening?
It's the age of spin. You're absolutely right.
Now, he talked about that.
T-Link said something really, really dope. And the world is Dave Chappelle's open mic. Dave Chappelle will go up and bless the stage anytime, anywhere.
He just opened his own comedy club in Yellow Springs. We have something called Donnell Land. Donald Rollins has a family weekend, Memorial Day weekend. This will be the 3rd year, and it's in Yellow Springs where Dave lived. Dave is there. They have a soft kickball game. It's the bomb. There's a river in Yellow Springs that's a 3 or 4 hour trek.
I just talked to him the other day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Listen, it is amazing. And if you're a comedian,
have you had a chance to go to Yellow Springs for the weekend when all the people come up there?
Me?
Oh, we go.
Yeah, I cook and perform. Yeah. Donnell's like my godbrother. That's like her son.
Been there several times.
Yeah.
I talked to Donnell last week.
No, he's just fam. He's fam.
Like, this is what people don't know how dope Donnell Rollins is, right?
Oh, yes, like, you don't even know.
We know.
No,
I know he's a veteran and he's a Navy veteran, and that he speaks Tagalog. He speaks the language of the Philippines.
Yo, and check this out. He has a right-hand man named 40.
Right,
that's with him 24/7, right? 40 was my students in Brooklyn, right? I taught at a place called Alternative Visions.
Oh, wow.
Is it 35 years ago? That school was for people who got kicked out of regular school, right? So I was 40's teacher, right? That's how long ago. And we were in a car. But we in Yellow Springs? Yeah. You in the car too. That's right. We were in a car a couple of years ago. And with
what did
Donnell.
You mentioned something.
No, because my name was Mrs. White. Because my ex-husband is Bishop White. That's his name.
I got it.
And I was Mrs. White then. So he said, you remind me of this teacher I had named Mrs. White. I said, that was my married name. He stopped the car. He said, oh, shit. Now, check this out. Yeah. That school was for people who are kicked out of regular high school. They were seen to be derelicts or have no future. My Fletcher told me that they weren't going to be nothing. Yeah. So 40, he said, yo, Gina Fletcher, he said, wait a minute. He called 2 of his friends who were my students. Sure did. They were productive, vibrant men in society. So, that lie is dead. Black men do get better. They become better people. Right. So when 40 said,
and how about this? As an educator, you kind of sold into those young people.
Oh, big time, and didn't have sex with none of them. That's the great thing.
Did you want to?
No. However, they had some fathers that was interesting because I used to have to make home visits, right? and they had some fine hood niggas. I couldn't jeopardize my job. I said I'll wait till I quit. Something.
Hey, Victor Marshall says Bernie Mac is the GOAT.
Mm-hmm. Paul Mooney, Patrice O'Neal. Yes, Lord.
And you know what I really kind of never talk about is my relationship with Patrice, because I think people be clout chasing, acting like they knew the guy. But Patrice O'Neal and Rodney Perry were very close. When he would come to LA, I would take him to the Big and Tall shop to find clothes because he was a huge guy. And he, hey, Rodney, man, take me to, and we spent a lot of time together talking comedy and all that good stuff. Like, I didn't have, like, a lot of people had adversarial relationships. He would roast them, but we had a mutual respect for each other, and we met. And he just was a great guy, and it hurt my heart for him to go.
Everybody likes Rodney. Nobody dislikes Rodney.
You know what? I'm sure somebody hates my guts somewhere.
No. I don't know how they could. I don't know how they could. You're amazing. Really. You are wonderful. Today's Gang Thursday. And I don't. Rodney, what state are you in?
I'm in Atlanta, Georgia.
Is that where you live?
I live here in Atlanta, Georgia.
I was just there for 3 days. I'll be back for 2 shows, one in March and one in a women's retreat. I'm doing in May.
Well, so where are you going to put? You going to put up your one woman show here?
Yes, I'm doing it in 12 different states. Yeah.
Have you written it already, or like have you prepared it?
So Marshall Brandon helped me frame it, and my godson Stevie J is directing me.
I love that.
Yeah.
Stevie J is an awesome comedian. I'm a huge fan of Stevie J. And wow, Victor Marshall, very kind. Victor Marshall.
Rodney, have you ever been in a fight before?
Huh?
Rodney.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Have you ever been in a fight before?
Yeah.
You be swinging on folks?
I ain't not as an adult.
Well, I know that, but I just don't see.
I've had some fights in my day.
Okay.
I've had a couple of fights. You know,
Ronnie, can I say something?
Some people would not like you because you're a bright light.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know,
you're a bright light, you'll have enemies. I'm sorry, Gina. Go ahead.
No, I said lights attract mosquitoes and flies. Okay, remember that. So that's what lights attract. You feel me? So just
wow, how about that?
I wanted to tell you, it's important that I say this. I know a lot of comedians, talk to a lot of them. There's some comedians that come to me with hidden agendas. I already know. And then they get mad when I don't respond to them. But
what do you mean hidden agendas? What do you mean hidden agendas?
Hold on. Who's at my door? Who? Oh, what's up, baby?
He says, Rodney, you'll be amazed how many comics I come across that speak highly of you. You know, I try to treat people like I feel like I want to be treated. Mm-hmm. You know, and I remember like the OGs being mean to me, and I never want to be that to a young comedian.
Well, no, what I was gonna say is that some comedians have sent me videos and say, please forward this to Dave, or give this to Donnell, or give this to Flame, or give this to some. That's happened to me a lot. Okay. Some people think I'm a weak link to get to somebody else. It's happened. And I talk to a lot of comedians, and I know that at your age, I know some people who are like 45, 50, they know comedy 20 years, and they are extremely unhappy. They are disgruntled. They're mad because they're not doing arenas. They're mad because they don't have their own Netflix special. They're angry. I'm telling you, I personally know some people like that. And I want to just give you a plant right now, spiritual plant, to tell you, I have monitored your career, really, for a long time. Then when you started going live, I started watching you and listening to you. And the things you focus on, your family, you look so content with who you are. That's what I like. And you're still fucking funny. You talk about a goat, nigga, you a goat. You are still funny, Rodney, after all these years. And you just get better. It seems like you're comfortable. I don't think you're settling. I think that you are optimistically happy and satisfied. I really believe that. I respect that.
He's reached.
That's very kind, Gina.
Huh?
Very kind. I'm definitely an optimist. I'm definitely always looking at a glass half full as opposed to half empty. Right. And well, this is what I know. I know that success is in the journey.
Okay.
Right.
Success is the one foot in front of the other. If you can do that, you can win every day. Yes. 1 foot. And to be honest, I got a lot of my friends that go out of their way to do specials, but I did a special in almost 10 years ago now for Shaq, in the Shaq All-Star situation, right?
We saw it.
It never came out.
Yes, we did.
You didn't see this. You didn't see this.
You know I didn't see it. I know you don't have no. Come on. You know I know that.
No, but it should have. It was a good special, but it got caught up when the Shaq people was parting ways with Universal, and myself and Earthquake did a special the same night, and it didn't come out for whatever reason. And
if I would have saw that, I would have posted it everywhere. I wish it would have came out.
But at the same time, before I do another special, I wanted to be able to resonate. Like I got friends that did specials last year that nobody saw. And it's a good piece of comedy, but nobody saw it. It's like a waste.
But I was saying, Marty, when I say we saw it, I'm saying in the spiritual world, we see what you're doing. We see your, well, let me just say I'm saying we, me, my mother.
Yes.
We see you. You are so necessary to this comedy world. I am not just a fan. I think I'm a connoisseur of comedy. I study you motherfuckers because y'all comedy's changed my life. When I lost 2 brothers. She lost 2 sons within 13 months. We would be up watching specials late at night, me and her crying, left. It was horrible.
Your whole mood.
We found my brother dead not far from here. You know what I'm saying? Wow. It's changed. I'm telling you, comedians have changed the trajectory, and then they've been kind to me and to my mother. You're talking about Donnell.
How did you meet Chappelle?
Through Donnell.
Okay.
I went to Yellow.
You knew Donnell first.
Yeah, I went to Yellow Springs, and
I just talked to him last week.
I mean, his family is the bomb. So God has been good. So I salute you. So when I say we saw, I mean if it'll never come out, yo, you did the work, Rodney. You did the work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Very kind. Very kind.
Yeah.
That's all.
Hey, guys. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Perry Live. Gina is joining us today. Gina is currently the one woman show. How far into your life you gonna go? You gonna cover what?
From I don't know. Just it's. I was told just to mention it and don't say. See, it's hard for me. See, I'm so transparent. I want to tell everything, but it's just going to be about my life, and it's going to be everything. What'd you say? If ain't anything is everything. What did he say? What's that word he used?
If you change anything, you change everything.
Right. If you change anything, you change everything. Right. I got that. That's the word for today.
Wow.
So my story doesn't change.
Yeah.
It's the same story.
Right. And you know the story. Like, so this is how I did my one-man show. So okay. I have a book I wrote. The book is Rodney Perry, Moments on My Journey. I'm a stroke survivor. So after I had my stroke, I got back home. I wanted to be able to share with my children what their father was thinking at different points in his life. If I ever were to lose my mind, or I want them to be able to pick up that book and read my words. Mm-hmm. And so that book became the fodder for my one-man show. So I talk about my father. I talk about my fathers, my biological father. I talk about my father, who I have his name, Benjamin Perry, and I talk about my stepfather. So those 3 men who sold into me. You're talking to a guy that always felt like a product of a single parent home, but I really had 3 fathers.
You sound like David Arnold.
Hey, you know what? I talked to David's mom yesterday.
Really?
Wow.
I talked to David's mom, and she said the same thing. She said, you and David have a similar story.
Wow.
And so she's like, Rodney, I had no idea that you and Dave were so close.
How is she? I never got a chance to meet her, but I met him. How is she?
She first of all, she's still hurting at the loss of her son, and you guys know what that is, but it's she's getting through it, and she's writing a book, and she's doing a couple of things to echo his life.
Man, this is something.
Yeah, is that something? Oh, listen, speaking of father, this is my father.
That's a gorgeous man, right? Sam Cooke, your daddy?
No, Sam Fletcher. A matter of fact, my mother babysat Sam Cooke's daughter, right? Child or somebody.
She stayed with me when he died.
Right. Yeah, when he died. This is my father. He was a singer, and he got 2 albums in the 60s, and as a result of heroin addiction.
The first black on the Dinah Shore show.
Right. He lost his record deal. Yeah, my father. So it's gonna start with him. And then her when they got together, and then me, church.
I love it.
Addiction, old lady trying to.
So I can find Sam Fletcher's music on iTunes or something.
Oh yes. Sam Fletcher. I'm gonna do something.
I will pull that up today.
Greatest. He was the first black male on the Dinah Shore show. If you know anything about the Dinah Shore show, that's way back.
It was like
I remember Dinah Shore. He
was the first black solo on her show.
And he was on the same show with Barbara Streisand's first appearance on TV.
Hey, how about this? You sitting here with your mom, and that's powerful in itself.
83.
Yeah, my mom got up out of here. So anytime you get to talk to somebody that's lived this life, you got to take advantage of that. So thank you, Mom, for coming on.
Listen, this is what I can brag about: alcohol free.
Okay.
Yeah, she was an alcoholic for a long time. We used to pick up off the street.
How did you take the taste out your mouth, Mom?
I just got out of a rehab, and I was walking across the street, and I had 5 fabulous children
at that time.
And I knew that if I would have continued, I wouldn't be alive.
Wow.
And I asked God to take the taste away.
So
that was on a Saturday.
Yeah.
On a Monday, I went into a rehab. Haven't had a drink since.
That was about 40 years ago.
Yeah, my mother was like that, you know.
Wow.
It was like when she made up her mind and she talked to God about it, it was a wrap. It was over. She it never happened again.
And drunks in the street. I was that kind of
laid in the gutter.
Well dressed, everything.
I used to pick her up. She was in the park freezing. She's been to every hospital and just about in New York.
It's amazing. But when I asked God
to
take the taste away, and that Monday morning, my mother took me into rehab. Haven't had a drink since.
Thank you.
It's amazing.
Hallelujah.
It's amazing.
Hey, Michelle C., always a pleasure to have you on the show, sis. How are you? First of all, you just got back off your world birthday tour.
I am motivated. Shoot, you leave town for a minute, it give you a new inspiration. You ready to come back?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So what's the difference between Atlanta and LA in your opinion?
Well, in LA, they know you going home, so they nice. They're like,
wow.
oh, they get up out of here. So I'm be nice.
LA is very different when they found out you coming to live out there. They were like, what you doing?
Oh yeah. If I'm coming to stay, they'd be like, no, wait a minute. But the fact they knew I was coming home, that was real nice.
Well, you know, for a woman, LA, the difference is Atlanta is a dick loving dick state. I'm telling you. It's a lot of niggas on the DL. I'm telling you.
You think so, Gina?
What? Dick loving dick state in LA, they're out more. You see them hot, dressed in, like she niggas. But Atlanta, honey, down low. And you know I lied, Michelle.
So wait. So Gina, you here 3 days. You saying you encountered these guys?
Oh no, I've had 4 shows in Atlanta. I was at Cat's Cafe. I was at Milan's Hookah and Groove. I was at Atlanta Uptown Comedy Corner. I've been doing R&B Loves Comedy. Comedians have me come sing, open up. That's what I do, So I've been doing that with several comedians. And so I've been in Atlanta. I was just there, and last time I was there 7 days, and time before, a place called The Projects, a fabulous venue. Mm-hmm. I'll be back there in March and May. So I've been out there, and I know dick loving dick state. I'm telling you. And Atlanta is it, son. Atlanta.
This is what I said about Atlanta. What? I live here as well, and I never see them.
Of course not.
But I'm outside of they world, I guess.
Well, that's
you ain't looking for them. That's why you'll never see them.
Definitely not looking for them.
Right.
But I've come across gay comedians in my time that were definitely on the down low.
Well, how you know?
Because motherfuckers scratch my palm.
I hate that. Why do they do that nonsense?
See,
I had a guy, I'm not gonna never say the dude's name in public.
But listen, Gina, all of you all sound. I just don't like that discrimination about gay. I really don't, and a lot of people still feed into that. I thoroughly object to that.
Object to what, mommy?
Well, the put down.
It's not wait.
Innocent when you,
mommy, the question
when you speak in those terms, it's like it's not good.
As a
she's making a great point because you don't realize you're saying something derogatory to you around all the people. Like when I was touring with Monique had a huge gay following, and I was saying derogatory things but I didn't realize it.
Right.
Because I had never really dealt with them.
That's what I'm speaking.
Okay,
of.
can I just respond, mommy, for a second?
Go ahead.
Okay, first of all, when as a heterosexual woman, I think he asked the question, what's the difference between LA and Atlanta? Where I went was, for me, I was trying to find a boyfriend. That's one of my quests. And I said, for Atlanta, there's a lot of gay men, so I can't get with that. I wasn't trying to down them. As opposed to LA, I have a lot of opportunities.
I don't even know why you even mentioned that.
Because he asked the question, what's the difference between Atlanta and LA? And that's the difference for me. I'm making it personal. I was trying to find a date. Mother, you know, come on now, son.
But I think what your mom is saying is this.
I know what she's saying. She's probably right too.
I mean, she's probably
right.
Because you can easily not encounter any gay people easily.
Most of my friends eat pussy and suck dick. Are you kidding me, Mama? You know that. My whole life I've been around gay people. Are you kidding me?
But why is it a distinction in this day?
Because for a straight woman,
I don't understand why. That has nothing to do with you.
Yes, it does.
Homosexuality has nothing to do with you not having a man.
I didn't say. Yeah. Well,
in essence,
you might be right. You might be right.
I know that I'm right.
Okay.
And to even comment on that so broadly, to me, is a put down about gay people. I thoroughly hate that.
But here goes, Gina. It's like I was saying, you don't realize what you're saying is derogatory until you're facing those people. Like, you know, like say for instance, if somebody goes, man, you black people, man, nigga, y'all niggas love some music. And you be like, nigga, wait a minute, hold on.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't know it's fucked up until they looking at your face and you frown at them.
You know, it's just like what happened with me and Drama. Same thing.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to be I wasn't trying to hurt, you know. So I'm open to take a look at that, Mommy. However,
because
wait, Mommy.
Let me tell you,
okay,
because society has put
y'all funny. Y'all need a show. This is a podcast right there.
What'd you say?
Society.
Me and my mama. That's the name of the podcast. Me and Mama.
Society has put such a stamina on gay.
But Mama, you know I'm not that way. Why do you say that?
I say this. Why is there a discussion
because
about that?
He said, what's the difference with LA and Atlanta? And I said,
all right, everybody freeze. Hey guys, you gotta get ready to wrap up the show. It's a crazy great show today. Thank you, Gina, for coming on. Thank you for Mama for even more. And of course, Michelle C. And let's not forget my friend One Act Drama who was on the show as well. Real quick, Gina, how do we stay in touch?
Me? You talking about me?
Yes.
Oh, you have my phone number, don't you?
Gina.
What?
You guys say your social media. How do
Oh, I'm sorry.
You got my number.
I'm sorry. Auntie Gina Sings 1960. AUNTY GINA Sings 1960. And yes, I have a Facebook page. I'm Gina Fletcher. And I just came from a little training for TikTok with my niece who's in Atlanta. She's an amazing social media mentor. Makes about $12,000 a month. 32 years old. I'm on TikTok and I'm gonna get on Twitter.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Michelle C, how do we stay in touch?
You can follow me at The Only Michelle C or Candid Kisses TV, and that's Candid with a K, KANDID KISSES TV.
All right, hey, and hello, Mama. Thank you for coming on today, sis.
My name is Sharon.
Love, mad respect.
Sharon Fletcher.
Miss Sharon, thank you for coming on. Hey, I'm Rodney Perry. That's our show for today. Rodney Perry. This is Rodney Perry Live. We do this show every single day. Appreciate y'all coming on. Let's go.
Get ready for America's #1 funny man. What?